Hello and welcome back to the lower Morgrave quad for what will be our level 18 episode of Purple Dust Potions. Still going along quite nicely. Just finished with Shan and the cogs. Didn't have too many struggles in there aside from the normal mana management. It strikes me that even though in company with many classes, I guess, healing in combat in Reaper mode is distinctly lackluster. I could have put the actual heal spell on. Actually, I still could, couldn't I? Can I do? Oh no, I'm not in a tavern, so I can't. But I could have added it there, and I have another spell slot for that one too. In fact, I have plenty of things to add. I don't think there's anything too desperate, so I'm not going to whisk us away to do that. The heal spell I think costs 50 mana by default, and we're already struggling, so these little economical things are far more likely to help us at the moment in heroic. But it does mean in combat, when we need a heal, aside from the fact we've got to target ourselves and we'd have no quicken on the healing bottles because we can't, we are vulnerable when we get something like a damage over time from a red crown. I had one of those in the cogs and lost my life to it. But I think you could say that with most characters. Those damage over time are no picnic, and unless you're on something like something that natively has the heal spell and a load of spell points to back it up, or maybe a blade forged or something with reconstruct, you are going to struggle with things like that. The only other death I can remember during the whole of the leveling process was the I kind of expected it, to be honest, the eyes in Age of Rage, that room with the beholder and the ton of eyes at the end. I made a mistake there, I think, as usual. I should have focused on keeping the trash down the eyes with the colour spray, because that's instant death as far as I know when it hits them. So I could have kept the trash down and then dealt with the beholder, instead of which I chose to focus fire the beholder. It nearly died, but then I did die. But I was able to use the gibbers and get back up and finish the quest at least. Right, so what do we have to share at this point? No changes or anything in the gear. I noticed recently that our saves, because two of them are depending on our intelligence, the reflex and the will. Fortitude is depending on con, which is pretty good as well, so we're in a really happy place with those. I mean, 40 plus on everything from not even in epic. I think your paladins would be already up over that mark, but anybody else would be struggling, so that's really decent. Not bad at all. Otherwise, enhancement wise, we took the 5th core. Not really interested in liquid power cold. It's just the acid we're focusing on, and the 2% extra crit damage. It's not really either here nor there, I don't think. What is interesting is that each one of these gives an extra burning ambition dice if we are in the pyrite reaction. I think that's what it has to be. Yeah, when your reaction is pyrite. So we can do ticking damage over time, a bit like the draconic mantle gives, I guess. Better late than never. I've decided to try this caustic obliteration more to save mana than anything else. So I've added it to our cheap and cheerful rotation down there for finishing things off. It'll be the first one we use. It's fully meted, so I would expect it to do okay. I'm not expecting amazing things, even though it's an AoE. I'm not expecting too much, but it could hopefully help us save a little bit. Going into epic, once we get the other multi-vial, I don't think we'll be using that. We can probably free up those 3 points out of there if we find any other more compelling use for them. I did notice, although it is a max caster level 10, I did notice you can push that up to 20 with Master of Multi-Vials, but I still don't anticipate us taking that. We'll see. Otherwise, I noticed we had 3 points invested in the Harper tree. I'm guessing they must have been invested all the way up to now, from when we were doing melee side of things, I guess. Because there was 1 hit and damage there, and another hit and damage from the weapon enchantment, which we obviously weren't using. I suppose we made use of the 20 extra spell points. So shame on me for that. The feat we took at 18. I went with greater spell focus transmutation for a couple of our family favourites, the frog and flash freeze. Flash freeze in mind, well, actually both of those in mind. I'm thinking of taking heighten as the last alchemist bonus feat at 20. I think flash freeze is a level 3, is it? Yeah, so that would give us 3 on the freeze DC and 1 on the frog. Would also give us 1 on the multi-vial, because that's a level 5. So could be well worth having that. I'm thinking, in the absence of anything more compelling, we'll probably go with that, because it's going to give us extra DCs on most, if not all, of the things we regularly use. So I don't see that as being too bad an idea, especially as we've already taken conjuration and greater conjuration, and the same in transmutation. The other option would be to go an extra max caster level on the red spells again, because we could take alchemical studies, whatever the yellow one is. I forget, what is it? Could we take alchemical guild leaf, and that would give us I can't remember. I'm fairly sure I'm going with heighten anyway for the last one. What was I going to say else? No, that was it. We've discussed the elemental obliteration, haven't we? I haven't run with it yet, so we'll see how that goes. I was thinking for this one we're going to be a little bit ambitious, because I know these are quite tough for the level. We're going to go with one of these in the lower quad here. 3 paths to battle. If you haven't tried this pack yet, or this quest, the title is exactly what is entailed. 3 different paths. See them all through to the end. I am pretty sure there is a shrine at the end of each one, so all we have to do is get to the end with enough mana to recharge. Now, that being the case, we're going to make sure we use our boosts as well, aren't we? Oh, that was nice. Wow. Froggy to finish.
In the distance, you can hear a cacophony of stomping feet, scraping claws, paddling.
That wasn't quite as good, was it?
Waves of heat billow
I just tried the caustic obliteration there. I think obliteration leaves something to be desired. Thankfully, our multi-vial does obliterate. Got to keep half an eye on that mana. Wow, okay. This is what you call being in a happy place. got things immediately behind here. Beautiful. Oh, okay. Yeah, still looking for a cheap spell. Shall we try the obliteration? See if that could... No, no, okay. I did try and target the thing there. I'm just not sure we have a... I know the multivile would do it, but I'm not spending a multivile just to break boxes. Sorry, Mike. Now, getting these all together could be a bit of a challenge. I'll do the best I can. Can we pick up the remnant? Yeah. Right, shrine, let's use. In days gone by, I would have walked blissfully past that and paid the penalty later. There might not be another one before the end of this passage, so let's use and be grateful for it. Doesn't take us that long to buff. He's not like my druid, this fella, half an hour to buff each time. The buffs he does have are excellent. I pressed the wrong key there. Oh. Nice. Right, what's the thing called? The mixture to go on to give the vulnerability. Except we're not in pyrite. Oh wait, so we didn't get the vulnerability. Let's try it on you. There you go, nice purple numbers. Oh, we did for a second and then we got the yellow ones. I guess he must be resistant to acid. So, always against a boss, elemental combination. But we weren't in the orange reaction state, so we didn't get the bonus. Had we been in orange, we would have got bonus damage. Okay, let's try this one next. The little attacks we've got down at the bottom can help us to go back into... basically just a combination of yellow and red attacks will get you eventually back into orange. We've got yellow there on the inflict serious spell-like ability, and also on this little corrode weapons thing. So we do have the potential to go back into orange relatively seamlessly.
While the Celestials are willing to assist you, they need to first close the portals and confront the Devil's commander.
Oh my god, what a waste! A flash freeze for one target, that's criminal. Okay, let's try and do better. Can we try and make... No, we can't. I should have tried to make one big pack out of those two. Save some mana that way. I can see some crownage in here. Okay. Right, so shrine we'll use when we've done in this area. There are 3 little side rooms here. I think we can probably just attract those. We'll do one at a time. I don't want to tempt fate and have something horrible happen. Or maybe we'll attract them all into the middle. Can they all see us from here? That might not be a bad idea. Yeah, that works, that works. Happy days.
The northern portal fades from view.
Right.
The western portal fades from view. Now that all three portals
If I'd have had any balls, I'd have gone straight in there, attracted all three lots, made a massive pile and multiviled the lot. But you just risk dungeon alert and something silly happening there. Okay. Let's just see where we are with the main spell DCs. The multivial's on a 54, so not too shabby. The frog 51, and our flash freeze is 49, so not terrible. And that would be pushed up into the 50s with heighten. We've obviously got to think about the impending arrival of Epic. Now I'm not, again, not in the right colour to get the vulnerability. I'll still lead with the elemental thing, see what we can do. Try and throw a yellow one in so I can get the pyrite reaction back. Now we should get the bonus damage. No?
after the powerful Wolfling falls to your onslaught.
Okay, come on then if you're coming.
Opens the gate.
Use those as a shield from the Reaper. And that looks pretty good. Okay.
Celestial Commander grants you access to the Celestial Sigil to thank you for your assistance.
2 down, 1 to go.
The sigil glows brightly. Attuning to the Celestial Ward will help you gain access to the Eye of Shavran.
I think there are things immediately in here, aren't there? Yeah, lucky guess. I would like everybody in at once if we can. Come on. That's me being stingy with the mana. Okay. The serious range on the bottles is great for attracting other groups of things. I think we're going to try and put 2 groups together here, if we can. Yes, look at that. Oh, happy days. Never gets old seeing them all shatter like that. Okay, we've got 1 group there. Oh, let's deal with them then. I want a full group, though I don't want bits and pieces. Another one here. Is that everybody? Or are there some more in here? I think there might be some more in here. Can you guys just come and see this lot here? We'll have a little festival in this corner. Yes. We are growing in confidence, people. Having said that, confidence is often your enemy in this game. You think you've got it all sussed out and then ping, soulstone. I think there's too many boxes here for me to be too bothered about them. Right, so we're going back. We might as well sprint boost it. Which has taken me out of the pyrite state, unfortunately. Can we go and get some more to shoot so we're saving mana again? We probably can here.
As As you enter the chamber,
Oh, hello, Mr. Reaper.
fiery glow radiating off a series of platforms.
Very good. Quick heal. I think we've got an Orthon leader up here now. We are in Pyrite here, if we can get him, and I think we can hold him as well. Where is he, the beggar? We could get him and all his cronies together here, if we're lucky. Come on, gather round. Oh, we got some more in. Okay. And I think that concludes business here. More than happy at how that went. It's like the more the merrier, isn't it? The more he can cram into his flash freeze and multivile circle, the better it will be for him. I don't think we did too badly at all there. And as mentioned before, our combination of displacement and gold skin, which I've let lapse the gold skin sadly, is enough that we can sort of sit there and take little nibbles from the opponents without losing too much health, and wait for everybody to gather round and then smash them all together, which is great for spell point conservation. Just to reiterate, I have no, apart from Quicken, I have no meta on that multivile, so what it's doing without any assistance at the moment, which is great. I think that little demonstration kind of speaks for itself. If that doesn't switch you on to the potential of the Alchemist, I don't know what will. Basically, from level 12, once you pick up the multivile, provided you keep a little eye on the mana bar and the shrines, you can really start rocking and rolling. I think that's pretty much it for this one. I might do one or two more down here in the lower Morgrave, and possibly some Wayloon as well, and maybe some in the Shan docks afterwards. We'll see. We will reconvene again at 19. Thanks very much as always for looking, and I'll speak to you next time. Take care.